When I made this post this morning, whenever I see married women with no wedding ring on their fingers, it gladdens my heart. And on the comment section, I just had a field day laughing because of most of your comments. A lot of you are asking me, why is that? Why the gladness? Why boss? They are all still single depending on who is asking. Why now continue, brother? Why? Boss, I beg. Now this table no strong. I dey try understand, I'm shy. Anyways, I just wrote a few minutes ago. I made a reply. Una no go understand even if I explain, but Wuta has asked me to explain this. I don't know how many of you know by now that you would, if you want to describe who Crackhead is, you would say, or you should say, that Crackhead is a philosopher. Most times, I speak in riddles. You have to be tuned in to the same frequency before you might be able to understand it, because the very words or the very sentences you would read and understand in your own way or the way you've always been understanding it, I would come around and throw more light on that sentence, on that word, and you would see it a different way. In fact, you will see it my way, from my perspective, and my perspective would 80% be right. So, coming to explain this, and before I go ahead, also when I make write-ups on Facebook, of course, you know, before you write anything, you have the option to erase, delete, cancel, proofread, whatever you wrote before posting them. So I choose my words carefully, and I have to analyze every word before I put it out there. If you notice in that statement I made, whenever I see married women with no wedding ring on their fingers, it gladdens my heart. Some people would think I would write, it makes me happy, because that's how a lot of you are interpreting it. When I don't see a married woman with a wedding ring on their fingers, it makes me happy. No, there's a difference between happy and glad. You didn't know that, right? Guys, happiness and gladness are not the same thing. And I'm gonna actually, I asked AI, what's the difference between happiness and glad? I know the difference, but in order for you guys to see and also read for yourselves, so that if you thought for you to be happy and for you to be glad is the same thing, no, they're never the same thing. So anyways, it says here, happiness is a general state of well-being characterized by feelings of joy, satisfaction, and contentment. It can be a long-term state of mind reflecting overall satisfaction with life, whereas gladness, on the other hand, is a more specific emotion, typically a reaction to a particular event or situation that brings joy or pleasure. And remember, my statement was, whenever I don't see a ring on a married woman's hand, it gladdens my heart, meaning at that moment, that event or that situation brings me joy, it brings me pleasure. Not seeing a wedding ring on a married woman's finger. And why, in general, did I make this statement? We live in a world where they say whatever a man can do, a woman can do better. If men, married men, do not wear their wedding rings, I'm not saying all married men do not wear their wedding rings, but we know that a lot of married men do not wear their wedding rings. And when a woman also doesn't wear her wedding ring like men do, we're angry. We suspect her that she's cheating, whereas we know that when men do not wear their wedding rings, they are cheating. There is no dispute about that. Well, I'm just kidding, but 90% are. So why should we find fault when a married woman doesn't wear her wedding ring? What if the wedding ring became itchy in her finger and she decided to take it off? So that's what I meant, that when I do not see a married woman wear a wedding ring, it gladdens my heart. It gives me pleasure, because men do the same thing. What a man can do, a woman can do better. So if women choose to wear wedding rings all the time, that's because that's women. Okay? But we, even though it doesn't cause discomfort on our finger, we don't wear it because most of the time we have agendas, we have plans. If, for example, as a man, you are a palm wine tapper or somebody that climbed tall trees, maybe coconut. You climb coconut tree to pluck coconut fruit. And if you see a woman do the same thing, wouldn't it gladden your heart? Wouldn't you smile? Wow, that's great. So it's the same feeling here. It doesn't mean that, I know a lot of you like thinking, stop overthinking, stop it. I know a lot of you are thinking that for me, if I don't see a wedding ring on a woman's finger, it means, oh, that's a go area. I'm free to go. No, that's not what it means. I'm just glad that, oh, so this woman is married and we would expect her to be with a wedding ring, but she's not. So it gladdens my heart. It gives me joy. It gives me pleasure. Yes, good for that man because he probably is doing the same thing. Do you guys understand right now? So that's the explanation. It's not what you guys, are thinking or what you thought I mean. No, it just means that, I'm glad. And again, I've explained to you the difference between glad and happy. There are two different things. I am not happy because, again, if I don't see a wedding ring on a married woman's finger, it's not going to make me happy. No, happiness is different. It doesn't contribute anything to me. Her not putting on a wedding ring doesn't change anything in my life, so I can't be happy for that. I'm just glad. Seeing that, wow, so you did it. What your man would do, you did it also. Good, kudos. That's what I mean. So, guys, that's the explanation for that. So if you were thinking something else, get your mind off the gutter. So whenever I make a write-up post, please, guys, read in between the lines and also think. It's like a riddle. It's like a puzzle. Try to solve it. What is Crackhead talking about? Now let me see if I can solve this. That's how I operate. So bye, the Crackhead. Wishing you all a wonderful night. Bye for now.